Good morning and welcome to Memorial Baptist Church Media Ministry. On this Father's Day, Brother Dennis Gibson brings us a sermon on keeping one eye on the enemy and one on the wall. Please watch and know that we'll be praying for you and all the fathers out there as they fulfill their obligation to be a godly leader.
One eye on the enemy and one on the wall. One eye on the enemy, excuse me, and one on the wall. Nehemiah 4:13 through 17. Nehemiah 13 through 17. But that's exactly what the Israelites had to do in the book of Nehemiah. So if you've got your Bibles open to Nehemiah 4:13 through 17, follow along as I read. So in the lowest parts of the space behind the wall and the open places, I stationed the people by their clans and their swords, their spears, and their bows. And I looked and arose and said to the nobles and to the officials and to the rest of the people, do not be afraid of them. Remember the Lord, who is great and awesome, and fight for your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your homes. When our enemies heard that it was known to us and that God had frustrated their plan, we all returned to the wall, each to his work. From that day on, half of my servants worked on construction, half held the spears, shields, bows, and coats of mail. The leaders stood behind the whole house of Judah, who were building on the wall. Those who carried burdens were loaded in such a way that each labored on the work with one hand and held his weapon in the other. Set on messing up, devouring our families. There's a world out there that is set on taking your children, your influence on your children away from you, or your grandkids or great-grandkids. There is a world out there that wants to destroy your marriage. There's a world out there that wants to corrupt your mind. And there's a world out there that just wants to take you down. They want you to lose your influence.